Once you're done building your apartment, now it's time to start figuring out how you're filling out your portfolio. So starting on the first slide, you're going to write your name. On the second slide, you're going to say what your choice was. Mine was a studio. And you're going to insert the picture of your floor plan, which is the above view, so up here in your 2D. Now, you can use the options that they provide here, but I prefer just to use the snipping tool. You can find that in your start menu or typing snipping tool in Cortana. Go ahead and click on New. It will create an opaque screen, and you're going to just draw over what you're taking your picture of, and it should save. Now, you're going to want to save this into an area you're going to be able to find it later, and it's good to name it the name that it is, so floor plan. Now when you go back into your slides, you'll click this image icon, upload it from your computer, and click on the image to open it into your slide. You can just leave it in the center, or you can adjust it to fit the span of the square that's behind. Now slide 2 is done. You're going to go into slide 3, which is an elevation view as you're standing in your apartment. And then you're going to click and give some information about your apartment. So I'm going to go to the eye level view of my apartment. I'm going to find what I feel is the most selling part of my room. And that'd be something that you think people would be your focal point, what you think they would be most interested in about your apartment. And try to make it nice looking. And from here, I'm going to select a screenshot and use what they gave me. It doesn't give me a very good, it doesn't let me zoom in and out much. So I'm actually going to go back to my snipping tool. I can get a bigger view with my snipping tool. All right, and save this as my elevation. And go in here, upload from my computer the elevation. Now it's a nice big rectangle, which would have been perfect for my other box, but I'm just going to squish this in here to fit. It doesn't have to be perfect on these pages. It's just to see that you know the concept of it. An elevation, or sorry, a concept statement is something that you're trying to offer your space. So in a beautiful, and if you have any issues with spelling, always right click and change it. In a beautiful part of town, this studio is perfect for the... Okay, so giving it a nice description, making it appealing to whoever is looking at your ad. The next page is just directions telling you what you need to include in your slide 5, which is your advertisement about your ad. Now this is where you're going to want to use Trulia.com or any other real estate site to see how much your apartment would be in a location of your choosing, and including information that is relevant to showing off your apartment. One thing that's not included here on your slide at this time, or it might be later, is an address. So basically just telling me where in the city or state that you're planning on it being, so I have an idea of how much the rent is going for in that place, and making sure that you're following steps. So on slide 5, you have a blank canvas and you get to design it, again, using slide 4 as your reference of what needs to be included. So here we go. So here's an example of your finished advertisement.